everybody, and welcome to another episode of Life Unfiltered. I'm Isaiah,
I'm Joseph.
and we have a very special guest, our narrator for Before 18, Untold Stories of Drug Abuse, Angelina
Andie
Patterson.
Patterson.
Andie, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Um, to start off, how did you get into narration? Like, what made you want to narrate?
I've always had a very deep admiration for narrators and voice actors. I grew up, a lot of the TV shows and movies that I watched were all um, animated. And
Right?
so just like growing up watching that and watching the voice actors and narrators just bring characters and stories to life, it's just been fascinating. Um, so when I got some pretty decent equipment, I thought, well, this is something that I can do, I think.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me that I have a nice voice or something along those lines. And so I just kind of started researching about it, and I looked at different websites that offer roles and auditions and stuff, and eventually I found Joseph's posting for looking for an audiobook narrator for Before 18. So it's been my first real narration experience, and it has been wonderful.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, because
Very
I
much
wanted to
so.
make sure my team was the best way they could be, because I put them in check.
Joseph does. Um,
Yeah.
but Andy, I have another question for you. So, what made you say yes to doing the audiobook?
Well, once I looked at the job posting and I saw kind of what the book was about, it kind of resonated with me as somebody who's gone through mental health struggles,
Mm,
and just the fact that somebody was putting their story out there, it got me pretty interested. I wanted to help bring that to life. So when I applied and I was sent the excerpts to narrate,
hmm
it was very well written on just like a deep level in the sense of that it was so, I guess, raw.
Right.
Joseph, you like really didn't hold back with what
No.
you're feeling, and how what you went through, like, it changed you and affected you. And so, I mean, with those first few excerpts, I had already known that this was something that if I was offered the position, I was going to give 120%, just to give the book the narration that it deserved.
Right. So, Andy, I've a, this one might be a little funny, but what was one of your first impressions of Joseph?
I think the interview was a good moment. Like when we actually had our final sit down interview with me and my
Yeah.
team,
I
it
mean,
was
it went really, really smooth, I guess.
Right.
I didn't Joseph was not at all what I was expecting after reading, like, the excerpt and checking out the website and stuff. I
hmm
guess knowing that the book was about mental health struggles and, experiences with like drug abuse and stuff, I guess I was expecting somebody more like serious.
Right.
And, Joseph, you are just so, like, joyful and happy in that first meeting, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, these people are pretty cool.
Right. And
right.
I guess my next question is, what was your first impression of me? I know we hadn't really like interacted much, but based off of what you got out of meeting me, like, what'd you think?
Yeah, I think
Be honest.
because last week, I believe, was like the first time that we have ever really talked,
hmm
um in anything other than like email or somebody saying, oh, Isaiah does this and this. That's somebody being Joseph. But I had only really heard of you in the, oh, you kind of moving up the ranks kind of thing. But Joseph had described you as just very creative
He
and
is. He's very
very,
creative and very busy. He's a busy person. That's why I
yes.
had to relay a lot of emails.
Yes. Yeah. So when we kind of met and talked for the first time, it was another sense of kind of like how I felt meeting Joseph for the first time of like, oh, this guy's really down to earth. He's really cool. Like you guys just are like so much fun to interact with and talk with. So it was a good first impressions all around with the whole team.
Thank you. And
Yes.
I guess my first impression of you, Andy, was when we first had our first check-in with your narration process,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Whoa!" I could tell from the jump that like this was going to be a really really good book. And Joseph, correct me if I'm wrong. Andy did an amazing job.
She did. And I will say we did have some really strong candidates apply. Like, we had some really experienced people and we had some not so experienced people and we had some people in the middle.
Right. And then you
And
had
I was fighting with Zay. Like, I was fighting with him. I was like, no, I don't want to take a chance on nobody new. I want someone in the middle, like I stated. And he was like, I think you should take somebody new. So I was like, okay, let me listen. Let me hear him out. If I don't like it, I can always just say, hey, after first couple of chapters, we didn't move forward,
mhm,
Mhm.
which we did do to two people,
we did, which was
but they still got compensated for that little time. But I took the chance, and I think she did an amazing job portraying
I I
exactly what I wrote.
I think it's so funny how you're like, not somebody too experienced, not somebody too unexperienced, and then you guys landed with me with no experience.
Well, that was they, not me.
I know,
and,
no, I know, but
and
still.
believe it or not, Joseph actually wanted me to narrate before 18. And I told him I read for the part and I went through like the whole stages and I was like, Joseph, I don't want to do this. I want somebody else to have the opportunity to prove themselves because at the time we didn't know that we were going to be doing a podcast, but at the time Joseph was like very adamant on me. When I say very adamant, he would almost get upset that like I wouldn't say yes to doing
When
it. He's
he
like,
did sign the contract, I cried for 3 days.
he did, and he called me every single one of those 3 days and was like, "Why wouldn't you do it?" And I'm like, Joe, it's just because I had a deep gut feeling that we were going to find somebody way better than me to do it. And Andy, that person was you. So, on behalf of Banky Enterprises, thank you for all that you've contributed.
Yes.
Not only to narrating, but as an employee, former or future employee, doesn't matter. Um,
She's still a current one till her contract expires.
Yeah.
no, and I keep telling Joseph, renew it.
He
Well,
does. He's
thank
like
you
in the back
guys.
of my ear saying it. And I'm like, y'all.
Well, thank you guys for taking a chance on me. I know I already said it, but it really meant a lot. And just overall, this whole experience has been absolutely wonderful, and it just has solidified for me just how much I would enjoy doing this as like a long-term career.
Right.
I feel like you'd be really good at that, like long term wise,
Mm-hmm.
I
because
know
you
she
have what it takes, I
does.
feel.
Thank
Y'all, when
you.
I tell you, I don't want to step on the next segment, but y'all, when I tell you Andy was cranking out recordings, she made me do my job, guys. She did.
Whoa, you're telling me? I
She
told her
was
it's okay. Product timelines normally like a year, like 6 months to a year. This girl had this whole thing done in 3 months, y'all.
Well, you
if
told me
that
the
long,
timeline was 4 months.
if that long. I swear it
If
took me.
that. No. Yeah, I think you said like 4 or 5 months, and
Right.
I was like, well, just in case, like, if you want to do like a schedule for me, and then I would just like start narrating, and it was
I would
just
do the schedule and she would follow it.
I wouldn't follow it. I felt bad because I asked for the schedule, but then it was like I think I did it in like what 4 chapter chunks because
Yeah.
I would just start going and I just couldn't do one chapter. Like everything just flowed together so
It did. It was a
well with the book and the narration, and everything just worked
Hmm.
so smoothly that I was like, I just can't do one chapter at a time. And especially with like, the kind of like narration headspace that I had to get in, I was like,
Hmm.
I just gotta keep going.
right.
Okay, so I do have a question for you. I know this is a
Hold
little off topic, but do you think when you read it the first time, is it different from when you narrated it?
I would say so, yeah, because I mean, there were a lot of, especially in the beginning, I had to do a lot of like retakes where I would narrate it, and then when I would go back to listen and kind of edit out all of like the bloopers, um I would just sit there and I'm like, this isn't the emotion that I like wanted to portray, because in a lot of cases, I mean, there were a couple of chapters that, like I said, I would just get into such a flow that I would narrate without reading it first. I would just
Oh.
like narrate as I'm reading it for the first time, and that resulted in a lot of bloopers. Something that's definitely a lesson I learned is like read it a couple times and then
right.
narrate.
Hmm.
Um, but in those first couple of chapters, especially, um, I didn't. I guess I was still kind of learning what kind of like tone, what kind of emotion needed to be delivered. And so when I did the first couple takes, I just kind of read through it and I was like, no, this needs to go deeper. And so when I would actually read through and narrate, it was like I would read through it and I would let those emotions kind of like sit in me for a while. Not a
Mm,
while, but like at least a few minutes. And then I'm like, okay,
Okay.
I understand like how I need to do this now.
So
And then
you
I
think
would,
it was a different perspective as a
yes.
narrator to a reader?
Yeah, because I, yeah, definitely. I had to, what's the word? Kind of,
Get
I
into
don't want
that
to say, yeah, I
space.
don't want to say like visualize, but
I
I definitely don't want to say visualize, but
don't know if
um,
that's something you want to visualize, but
no,
sure.
no, I guess empathize.
Okay.
I had to,
mm,
a lot of readers. Well, I can't say a lot of readers, but they'll probably like read through a chapter. They probably won't go and read through it, 3 or 4 times in a row. And it's
Hmm.
the more I read through it, getting ready to narrate, the more I felt those emotions. So I definitely think it was different perspective as a narrator than a reader.
Okay.
I have another question for you, Andy. I know I keep bombarding you with questions, but two of them actually. Did you think that this book
Okay.
was going to as chaotic or chaotic at all? And then what was the hardest part of this process for you emotionally?
I don't think you said, did you think the book was chaotic?
Yes.
I don't think the book was chaotic at all. I think it was more just emotional.
Right.
Which, yeah, definitely ties into that second question. Chapter 9 was definitely
Mm-hmm.
chapter kind of 6 through 10, really, but chapter 9 especially. Um, without saying too much, it definitely were probably some of the deeper chapters. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joseph, but probably some of the deepest chapters
Yeah.
emotionally. Um, and like I said, is I am somebody who has also struggled with mental health, and
Mm-hmm.
so by that point I had understood the read it first and then narrate. So
Right.
I had read through those chapters before narrating, and I was like, okay, like these chapters deserve like the most from me. And so I kind of went into that, I don't want to keep saying headspace, but I don't know what else to call it. I went into that headspace of that mindset, I guess, of like, this is something that I can relate to. This is something that I have experienced. And it's definitely just, I had to dive deep into myself basically and it took me a while to narrate those chapters, because every time I would read into it and listen back through my takes, I just kept wanting to give more, because, you know, as somebody, like I said, who has gone through that, I definitely think it was important to represent and deliver something that is somebody telling their story,
Right.
you know, and I wanted to give that justice, because it's a story that needs to be told, and it needs to be told right.
Before we go any further into tonight's episode, me and the Life Unfiltered and Banky Enterprises team would like to send a message.
We just want to take a quick second to talk about something very important to all of us.
Mental health is something that affects so many people every single day, even if nobody else can really see it.
And behind all the jokes, conversation, chaos, and stories we tell on this podcast, real life is still happening for all of us, truly.
So if you're listening to this right now, please remember to check on your friends, your family, and most importantly, yourself too, because we understand that life happens and we tend to put ourselves on the back burner for other people. But remember, you are your biggest supporter. And if you're not okay, you can't make sure anybody else is okay.
And sometimes the people who seem the happiest are really just struggling the most behind closed doors.
And if you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, emotional distress, self-harm, or thoughts of suicide, help is available 24/7 by calling or texting 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, confidential and free.
So remember, you are never alone, no matter how heavy life feels. Now that we're back after a quick message, Andie, so this segment we're going to dive into what it takes to go behind the audiobook and what it took for you. So you want to talk about that? Like the recording process, like the emotion you had to tap into the reading that?
Yeah. So for recording process, it was like I said in the previous segment, it was a lot of trial and error at first, because this was my first time really doing anything like this. It was a lot of editing. And I basically, what I did was, you know, working with a team, we kind of figured out what I needed, not only chapter wise, but then there was the the front matter, the other stuff, the copyright, all that. So that was kind of a good introduction for me into like getting my setup going. Was just getting the copyright, the book title, all of that. So I kind of had like the basic idea by the time I jumped into it with the actual chapters. So when I started recording the chapters themselves, it, like I said previously, I ended up recording in 4 chapter segments, because that was able, it helped me get into the headspace, the mindset, as well as keep that like momentum that I had going over the course of multiple chapters. So we started with the chapters 1 through 4, and kind of moved on from there. Like I said, 4 chapter chunks. And so what I would do personally, like my own process, is I would record 1 chapter, and then I would go back and I would get out all of the bloopers, all of the coughs and sneezes, and you know, just random background stuff. And then I would record the next one, do the same thing, and then I would finally put them all together and I would give all 4 chapters a read through to make sure everything flowed pretty well. And I just kind of did that for the whole book, just making minor adjustments to that process as I went along and as I learned the best way to do things. In regards to the like emotional scenes, I know I kind of talked about it earlier, but there definitely is. It's definitely like mentally taxing, and I'm sure it happens on in media that isn't, you know, a book talking about mental health struggles and stuff, because like just stuff that people maybe don't realize that narrators and voice actors have to.
Have to go through.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that they have to go through to get into the mindset of recording that story or that character. Now, I haven't really done a lot of character work, but I imagine that it's a pretty similar process of you have to you have to dive deep into yourself and kind of change into that character is what I'm assuming. So
Yeah, so
when
like character development.
yeah, character development, knowing who you're playing, how you have to portray that character, and make sure that that stays consistent throughout the process. Um, Now, when it came to recording the emotional scenes, it was more of just diving deep into myself and bringing out the emotion that I don't usually portray in, I guess, the
Hmm.
real world. Um, and so that, like I said, it's like taxing, like emotionally, but it wasn't like a hardship. You know, I don't want it to come across like that. It was, like I said, I wanted to do the narration justice. And
And I feel like that was very much done with everything and
mhm,
stuff like that. I feel like you did an excellent job,
thank you.
which just made it flow so easily and make it so able to be listened to. I really can't wait for everyone to honestly have it out. Like
I am so
it
excited.
was just submitted to like all of like everywhere. So it's going to be rolling out on platforms, you guys. So keep your eye out. As soon as I start getting from my production team all of the links and all of that stuff, I will definitely be sending them out on Instagram, emails, everything like that.
I'm so excited for the audiobook to come out.
I know, me too. I'm like, I've been waiting and I'm just like, is it gonna pop up? Like I know it was submitted to all of like the feeds. So
Mhm.
I'm super excited about it. But I guess Zay went on a break for a moment, you guys. He'll be back. I promise. He's not gonna strand us here. Let me see. What don't you think listeners realize about audiobooks?
I mean, kind of, I guess what I was just talking about, just the behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There were not only of like actually recording it, but figuring out the equipment was another story entirely. Like this, the microphone headset, the like everything that I'm using, I've had for a while, but I never
Mm-hmm.
really had to like worry about the settings on any of that
Oh my goodness. I
until I
feel
started,
you.
yeah, until I started recording. And then I ended up going on like a whole rabbit hole about like audio gain and like how to
Make it sound good.
how to make it sound good, how to fix your workspace to make that, you know, to so that audio doesn't echo, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
um I Given that this is like my first time doing narration like this, I don't have like a studio or anything. So it was really funny. I was recording like the entire audiobook. Every recording session I did, I would sit at my desk, I would move my microphone in front of me, and I always wanted to make sure I had to make sure that the gain settings and volume and everything had matched the previous recordings. And then I would put I had a blanket that I would put over my head and like
Right.
wrap around myself, and then I
Oh my
clipped it
goodness.
onto my monitor, because I think the worst part that I had to deal with about audio quality is that my PC is set up right next to my microphone, and the
Okay.
fans and everything are right next to it. And so I had to cut off the area and kind of like block it off between my PC and my microphone. So that's where the blanket came in. And I had the blanket like covering my desk, basically going between the microphone and the PC, and I had it clipped onto my monitor in front of me so that the audio quality was as best as I could get it with what I was working with. There were more than a couple of times that my husband would come in the middle of a recording session. He just gave me the weirdest looks, and
Oh no.
he had no idea. He knew I was recording. He knew I was doing audiobook, but he was like, "Why do
You
you
look
have
like
a
this.
blanket? Why do you have a blanket over your head and clipped onto your monitor?" And I was like, "Oh, you just wouldn't understand."
Right. Like you don't understand. I'm working hard.
I am doing what I can.
Like
I
I'm
mean,
just trying to get this
I
project done.
yeah, I was like, I just wanted it to sound not like it was my first time ever doing this. Um,
Right.
and so yeah, what listeners don't realize about audiobooks
Is
is
how much work goes into it, I
how
feel.
much, yes, how much work and research and just setup, the setup especially, was
Hmm.
a lot more than I expected, but made it work. Made it work.
Yeah, for real. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna throw it to a ad break. We'll be right back after the ad. And yeah, I'm gonna cut it right there because Zay is having problems.
Yeah, I saw him disappear.
Thank you to Apple Podcasts for your partnership with Life Unfiltered and Banking Enterprises. We're so excited for this. And to all of our listeners, you can only subscribe through Apple Podcasts. It's $8 a month or $79.99 a year. And you will get bloopers, early releases, Q&As, and a bunch of other special content I won't dive into. But if you decide to subscribe, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, Zay, for that word from Apple Podcasts. And now, going back into it, I have a question for you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Was there a moment listening to the audios that I submitted that you were like, let's
Actually,
try to redo this?
I think me and Zay sat down, every 4 episodes that were submitted, and I listened to them in the 4 bundle part, which
Mhm.
unfortunately the listeners won't get. Maybe down the line, I could try to work something out with production and see if that could possibly happen. But I feel like me and Zay, when we were listening in the 4 parts, I think for me,
and
6 and 9 were
for
the
me,
hardest.
chapter 6 and chapter 8 were the hardest because I felt like I had to ask you. Was that the chapter I had to ask you to refilm and add?
I think it was chapter 8,
It
yeah.
was, and I hated to do that because you were doing so good. But chapter 8
I think
have that that
at first I was confused until I went back and I listened to chapter 8, and I was like, "Oh
right.
yeah, I did that really, it was like flat, you know." And
Yeah,
I think that was one of the recording sessions that I did that was at like 11:30 at night, and I
or
was like, "Okay, this is like the second to last one that I'm recording." Or no. No, it was the last one cuz 4 through 8. So it was the last chapter that I was recording. It was 11:30 at night. I had to work the next day, and I was like, "Oh man." And so yeah, after re-listening to that one, I was like, "Yeah, that one was meh."
Yeah, but other than that, you did an amazing job. And chapter 6, I use chapter 6 as a reference point for the emotion that was needed in chapter 8, because chapter 8 was a really heavy chapter,
Hmm.
and Joseph wanted to portray that feeling to the reader.
Yes.
You did a great job in doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really great. I know you didn't really meet a lot of my team members, but I promise you, like everyone on my team is such an amazing person. They all like talk so highly about like, Zay, you, because I had to send it to like the whole team, obviously, like
Hmm.
my VP, my financial officer, even though she probably should have never got the audio clips. But I wanted everyone's opinion on the project. And Zay was like, Josie, you're kind of stretching in here. You're sending it to everyone, da 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 da. And I'm like, no, because like my whole team needs to be involved in it. And my assistant's on personal leave, but she was like a really big part to like helping me along with Say.
Hmm.
Thank
I'd get his opinion and then I'd get her opinion and I'd put them together and then come back to both of them and be like, okay, so you both said this, but I think this. And then Jay was like, but I think this. And then he put all of the opinions together and then came back to you, which was
Hmm.
our 1 week follow up,
Yeah.
which was Zay's first time ever meeting you. I didn't know how that was
Right.
gonna go.
I was extremely nervous, Andy.
Oh.
He
I was,
really was. He was nervous that it was on his schedule. He was like, Joseph, why did you put this on my schedule?
that
Oh
was like
no.
I feel like that was the first time being with the company that I actually like had to have a meeting.
No, I think I was nervous too because when I looked and I saw 1 week follow up, I was like, oh my God, they hate it. They want me to redo everything or they're going to fire me. And I was like, yeah.
No,
No.
I saw 1 week follow up, or I don't even think it was.
It was
It
1 week
was. It
follow up.
was it okay? Because I was gonna say there was one that was like meeting with CEO, and I was like, oh Lord Almighty, I'm getting fired.
No, me and Zay had three 1 week follow ups with three different picks. And it came down to after all of that, we let everyone get to like chapter 10, I think, Zay, right? I think that's where they all got to
yeah,
into the project. And unfortunately, we did let the two go, but we obviously left the door open for them. There's still many opportunities that they can explore with my company. There's many more projects being worked on that you guys don't need to know about right now.
and y'all
Those
don't
have
know
to
how
stay a
full my.
secret.
I'm so serious. Y'all don't understand how full my plate is as the ECO. I literally have to create something at least 5 times before it gets approved by me to go to Joseph, and then Joseph has to say it, and I have to alter what Joseph says, and it's just like it's levels that y'all don't understand. But I'm hoping that in the future it gets easier, and that
Right. As we're expanding, because my company is still very fairly small. I have around 75 employees, and I'm not like a big corporation, but I am expanding slowly. And Zay goes into half of these
and
interviews
slowly
and he's
but
like,
surely.
Joseph, no, just no. And I'm like, okay, understand, not that one.
That's not. I'm not like that, y'all. I'm not that blunt. I am that blunt, but
He really is, but he knows how to keep
I
things
would like to hope
professional in
so, because
interviews.
sometimes, no, y'all, this is not a put down to any of our applicants, past or I mean that, but sometimes
Right.
I don't think people realize what we're asking them, and like half of the time they're not even like giving us what we're asking for. So it's like, okay, you know, let's try this over.
Right. And some of them were just like, no, I'm not doing this over. And then me and Zay were just like, okay, well,
And Joseph
that's
was
where we're
like,
gonna have to let you
"Oh my
go.
God, Zay!" This is my Joseph impression for everyone who's listening. Oh my God, Zay! I hate having to fire people. It sucks. And I'm like, Joseph, I've fired a lot of
It
people.
really does. Hey, Zay has. He's fired more than me.
No,
Go look at
let's
his
not do
viral
that.
contractables and his profile
I'm
than
not even
me.
talking about. I'm talking. I'm talking about
He's hired
from
more people than he's
former
hired.
jobs. Like, you know how hard it is to be a crew chief. You have to have people that work together. That you have to have everyone who matches everyone else's personality and like form to create this unit. And if one person is informing to that unit and everyone else is, they're gone. And then you have to reintroduce people, retrain them, and NASCAR taught me so much about being a manager. It's not even funny. Okay, I mean that. It,
Yeah. And I feel like me being in business class taught me a lot of how to be like a brand owner. Cause I can't look at it as like I'm their coworker. I have to look at it like I'm their
you are the
boss.
boss.
And it's kind of hard for me to be
No, it's not. You
someone's, it's
bossing
kind
me
of
every
hard for
day.
me to be someone's boss. Ah,
Well, Joseph, I actually have a question for you regarding
yes.
that. Have you, because you're 19,
I'm 20 now. I just
20.
turned 20 in
Sorry. Oh,
March.
that's right. I forgot. Sorry.
It's okay. My book
um,
says at the age of 19 because they all came out at 19.
yes.
My only
Have
one that came out
you?
at 20 was my newest one.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Have you faced any like struggles being in the position that you are at
Talk about
20 years old?
In what kind of position? As like my owning my own brand?
I guess, and like working with I guess just working with people that don't really like know you, I guess. Do they
Okay.
ever see your
Well,
age and be like, "Oh, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about," you know?
I would say that for most of everyone that's on my team, I'm not going to name any companies or anyone,
Yeah,
but we
obviously.
had this contract coming up to renewal.
oh,
I brought Zay onto
I
the
know
the
exactly what he's talking
contractual
about, y'all.
renewal.
This was stressful.
And it was a long process. It took about almost a year. We actually just reached an agreement a couple days or months ago. I'm not going to give out the weeks, time, seconds. I'm not going to give out the specifics about it. But we actually like just got movement in it. And, you know, I brought Zay onto it and I was like, Zay, this is what I want. And I was just like, they're not taking me serious. And I'm sure Zay can also account for that. Like in my emails, I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to take me seriously, I'm going to transfer you to my manager. And they were like, well, your manager's not going to be able to, understand certain aspects. And I was like, just because I'm
I had
this age doesn't mean I'm
I
understanding
had to
what you guys are
consult
talking about.
an
Mhm.
external source to get the research and knowledge to help Joseph. And
Because I mean, they really weren't taking me serious. And
if
I
you say it,
think they
boss,
could
I mean,
really
I
say
thought
that.
that not that I don't think they were taking you seriously. I think that they thought you were asking for something much bigger than your company could produce and they weren't ready to take a chance on it, or they just didn't take you seriously. It was
Hmm.
one of the two. But with that being said,
Right.
um I think that now that we have reached an agreement and you did get what you wanted, this just shows
I did. Very well did.
You sound so
Joseph
proud of
ran
so
with the
happy
big
about
dogs and
that.
didn't get bit. So
About
we're gonna
about a
celebrate the
year.
fact he ran with the big
Yeah.
dogs and didn't get bit. Uh,
But I guess to answer your question, yes, people I feel like don't take me serious. Like I was pitching an idea, I'm gonna kind of name it in a way. Me and Zay are working on a project. Um we haven't really like pitched it for two producers because me and him still have to like create about it and get a creative dynamic and how to make it flow with like my brand kind of
Mhm.
aspects. Let's just say it's to do with culinary. That's all I'm gonna really say behind it.
Mm.
Um, I feel like they would be such a great co-writer to it. Um, and things. So we're kind of working on that. And I feel like when I pitch it, it's not gonna be taken as
and
serious
y'all,
as me and they want it to be taken, in
Mhm.
a sense. So me and him are just like talking about it. But to answer your question, yeah, I feel like people don't take me serious half the time because I'm only 20 and I own a business that's doing crazy numbers. Not to like exaggerate it, but I feel like Zay
let,
can pitch in on that. It kind of is doing kind of crazy numbers. Like what we're printing month to month
let
is
me
just
just say that
changing so
culinary
much.
No, that's awesome though.
It really is. That means it's just like growing.
That
More people are
culinary
hearing the
endeavor Joseph is
story and
talking about, it's not
everything.
like we're outsiders looking in. Thank God. Okay.
Oh, you're
Hello.
there finally.
Yes, you're gonna murder me. Please don't.
Did you hear what I
And speaking
said?
of that culinary endeavor, it's not like we're outsiders looking in. My dad has raised me my entire life. He has over 60 plus years of culinary experience, not only as a line cook, but as an executive chef and a restaurant owner and a recipe creator for other restaurants. So it's not like we're green at this, you know?
Right.
Never.
So don't underestimate, is what you're saying.
Right, basically. And I feel like Zay can also pitch in on this part. From day to day numbers, we just continue to see number growth in printing and everything else. Because I just send him random emails about numbers and he's like, Joseph, what is this?
I,
So he
I
kind of
do.
gets lost, but it's
I
okay.
do very much. And Joseph just throws stuff at me that I don't even know is coming. And I'm okay, I'll figure it out.
Now, Isaiah, has that like how has that changed
Oh my
as your
gosh. You
position
don't.
in the company has changed?
Joseph, don't get me wrong, y'all. I love Joseph to death. I do. But Joseph will say we have a meeting scheduled for the day.
Hmm.
Very, very,
I'm very guilty of this. I'm very
say we have a
guilty. I'm
meeting
already
scheduled for that
He
admitting
day.
it.
already knows.
And the day comes and I'm asking him like, okay, what time is it? Oh, we're still working it out. And then like say like 20 minutes before it's supposed to start, Joseph will be like, oh, we're starting it at this time. No prep, no nothing. Just okay, you're right. I got it. I'll you don't
I was a
say.
victim of that tonight.
You don't say. That is wow. Joseph, it's almost like it's a commonality with you,
It worked out though, because I did have some idea that this was happening
which is
tonight.
all that.
Yeah. But it really did. It worked out. And then Zay's like position has changed, I don't
Three,
know, like 2 times already. And he's
three
currently
and a half. Because
acting
first I was the
position in
CFO.
something.
First,
Oh, he said 3 times.
first I was
Woo!
your CFO.
He calling me out.
Then I
He
was
said,
your
"Get your facts
ECO.
straight."
Now I'm your ECO.
Well, Zay, I do have a question
Yes.
for you from your boss.
Oh, he in trouble.
Oh, well, how has your stress levels changed since transitioning from CFO
And
to executive creative officer? And do you feel like
you're
it's
acting
more of a growing position
CBO, but chief brand officer.
by
Yes.
acting brand
Um,
officer?
not much. I mean, it's just the same thing I'm doing, just more of it. It's not that bad. That does not mean Joseph leave out more details, but it's not bad.
I can tell when Zay hated his position as CFO. I wouldn't say he hated it, but he didn't like the numbers.
Okay.
And he was like,
In
Joseph,
all
please
fairness,
move
it
me
wasn't
to a
I didn't
different
like the
department.
numbers. It was that the numbers were all over the place.
They really were, but they're together now.
It's not
Exactly.
that you didn't like the numbers didn't like you.
I've always enjoyed numbers though. All right, guys, this is segment 3, where we ask rapid fire questions. No thinking or try not to think. Um, Andie, I got some questions for you.
I'm
You're going up
scared.
first.
Okay. All right, I'm walked in.
Okay. What's the worst recording mistake you ever made?
Oh man, mispronouncing Joseph's last name.
And what'd you say?
I think it was in the middle of one of my longer sessions, and I said bonky. And then I just like immediately stopped and was like, did I really just say that?
Okay, so this ties into the next question. What's your funniest production moment?
My cat knocking over all my equipment. I already talked about my setup with the blanket on my head.
Right.
She tried to jump on my lap while the blanket was like hooked up to my monitor and everything,
Mhm.
and she jumped through the blanket, which pulled it off my monitor, which almost knocked my monitor over, which knocked my microphone over onto my keyboard, and everything kind of just bugged out because it started pressing buttons on my keyboard.
Right.
It was a mess. It was a
Yeah.
mess.
Okay. Did Joseph annoy you during production?
No, not really.
Are you
Not
sure?
at all, actually. Yeah, I mean, everybody was like super nice and just like very respectful. And it was like, I think the worst, like most annoying problem that we had, but wasn't him directly, was just like technical issues.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my god,
anytime we
that day
tried
of
to have,
email tag.
yeah, email tag, and then like there was like one time that we tried to like have a meeting and both of our Wi-Fi's went out at the same time, and
Mhm.
it
I remember
we
that because he called me. He was like, "Zay, this is my Joseph impression. Zay, what's going on? I don't know what to do. Help me!" I'm like,
I
yeah,
really
and
did.
and I mean, even if you got it figured out, it wouldn't help because my Wi-Fi was down for 2-3 days after that.
Right.
It was, yeah.
"Who's more dramatic, me?"
Joseph. Oh, sorry. The
No
question
thought
wasn't
behind that.
finished.
You're fired.
I'm so sorry. My point exactly. He tries to fire me for answering a question that I was asked on the clock.
Okay, we're keeping that. But to finish the question, Andie, who is more dramatic, me or the boss that just started to fire you for answering the
The
question?
definitely the boss that just tried to fire me for answering a question.
Thank you for thank you. Thank you. Okay. This one's for you, Joe.
Oh no.
What almost got cut from the audiobook?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
No. What almost got cut from the audiobook?
Uh,
You know it. Y'all, we
I
both.
would I would say my parts and the table of contents.
That is true. That is true. Those were two that almost got scrapped really quickly.
Right, me and Zay were sitting there thinking about like, should we make her redo table of contents?
After she had finished already,
Right, and then we made her redo it.
Joseph made her redo it. I just had to tell her.
Wait, was this before or after I realized that all the chapter names were wrong?
After the chapter, because me and Zay
Oh,
noticed that at the same time. We all noticed that.
oh no.
It's okay. Um. So, Andie? This is for you. What was the most awkward line to record?
Probably any of the lines that I had to say, like, I'm Joseph Banky, because I'm not Joseph Banky. So it was like.
Those. I read those. I was like, "What the hell?"
I know, I was like, this is gonna sound really weird in the actual audiobook, because I'm not.
I
I'm
didn't
not
really
Joseph
write it in
Banky.
third person that much, though.
No, there was. There wasn't that many times. I think it was
Oh,
like
in
when
this,
you
you
were
mean in the
referring.
copyrights? Like,
No,
oh,
like there was one of the chapters where you're like, can I like say kind of like one of the lines?
yeah.
It was like, I'll look them in the eye and say, I'm Joseph Banky. And
Oh,
they'll say
yeah.
I'm nothing. Yeah, and so there was like two, I think, two or three, if that. And it was like every time that I like read it, I was like, I'm Joseph Banky. And I'm like,
And Andie, there were a lot more of those before it got edited and stuff.
Oh my goodness. Thank goodness to my editors. They got it together.
And editors, you're welcome for dealing with half the stuff before it got to you. So you're welcome. Um, what was the most emotional chapter? I think you kind of touched on it earlier. chapter 9 being pretty emotional.
Yeah, that one takes the cake. It just is one of the deepest chapters emotionally in there that
Yeah.
I had to yeah, it was pretty emotional to narrate.
Yeah, no, I agree. Last question I have for you before you start hammering us with questions. Who would survive the longest in a production setting and why?
Oh, production setting, like what?
Like production, directing,
Oh,
executing ideas. I'm not fishing for anything. I'm just saying.
well, when you put it that way,
Don't say me, but
I don't know. I think it would have to go. Like, we're talking like all three of us, or like you and Joseph?
all three of us.
Okay.
Like if we were on a movie
I
set,
think.
like if like
Uh-huh.
like if we were on a movie set and somebody was the director,
Yeah.
and somebody was the producer,
Ooh.
somebody was a costume director, and some like
I think I would definitely be at the bottom of that because I just don't want to be there.
one.
Like I just don't I just don't like being surrounded by people. I have to, unfortunately, that's life, but yeah, I would probably find as many reasons as possible to just disappear. So then between you two, I think, man, I almost want to say a tie, just because like I want to say Joseph and then you, because Joseph is like, he's the boss, he's got the manager, the business experience. But how many times has he said during this podcast that he'll come to you with a bunch of questions?
Exactly.
So that's why I'm like, I feel like it's a tie. But
and they come to me with questions, so don't let him fool you.
You're the boss. Like, he has to ask you questions, So I feel like if it could not be a tie, I would say Joseph then Isaiah. But if it can be, then I would say it's a tie.
Okay.
Between you two, I would be out of there as soon as possible.
Ah!
All right, it's time for the fast questions now. No thinking this time. Okay. Joseph, what is your biggest ick?
People stalking you.
Whoa,
That is so specific.
What the hell?
Okay. Isaiah, fast. Sorry. Isaiah, what's your biggest ick?
People smacking and chewing loudly. That's way different than talking.
That's a good answer.
Those
like
are
chewing loudly kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's just what was on my mind.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Joseph, toxic ex or fake friend?
Fake friend.
Isaiah.
Question, is this a would we rather have or what's worse?
Oh, that's a good question. Both. Okay.
Okay.
What's worse?
Toxic ex, but I'd rather have a fake friend. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
no, there's no thinking.
No thinking. No explanations. Joseph, worst excuse you've ever used?
That my great grandma died.
Oh damn. I'm sorry.
Did she?
No.
I feel like that's just inviting bad karma.
Melanie.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Cheeky Melanie.
Right, you're real sneaky over there trying with your sound effects. Oh, that busted my ear.
Mel, darling. Can't have that.
Right, we're trying to get this in one take, and you're not letting it happen.
Not that I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we appreciate your efforts. But Joseph put it a little bluntly. I feel like I'm in a sitcom. Shout out to Melanie.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Melly, we will give you a shout out if you stop right this second. I promise. I really do promise. Okay. We're good to go.
All right, shout out to Melanie, the producer,
Everyone,
who has been
shout
letting
out
us have
to
a
Melanie.
fantastic, fun night.
Literally.
Doing a great job.
Mini bloopers.
Thank you so much, Melanie, for your hard work and dedication.
She is my production manager, and she oversees this whole project. So, yeah, shout out to her.
She's trying to make sure we get renewed.
All right. Fast time. Okay. Joseph. Who is more likely to disappear for 3 days, you or Isaiah?
Me, for sure.
Isaiah, you're laughing like this is something that's
I am,
happened.
because it has. I called Joseph one time, and he never talked to me for like 2 weeks after that.
Oh, Lord.
He was in Jersey. He didn't say anything. But
Yeah, I needed a mental
Just
break.
no proof of life.
the person
Just-
most likely, I feel like me, honestly. Because
You
there's a lot
think
of
it's
times
you?
Joseph calls me.
I disappeared after someone's funeral.
Okay, that was a little morbid, but I just do it because I'm either tired or I don't want to talk.
I
Yep,
do the
same.
same thing. I don't blame you. Okay. Joseph, what is one thing that you're secretly bad at?
Statistics.
Not a secret.
Isaiah. Oh.
Me? Oh, talking to people. Be honest with you, I hate it.
Like,
I do.
because you're bad at it, or because you just don't like to talk to people?
I just don't like to talk about it. I don't like talking to people.
That's so
Especially
fair.
public speaking. I hate public speaking, but I do it a lot.
Fair.
So.
That's so fair.
But
okay.
you would never know.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
No, you're fine. But you would never know.
That's fair. That is why it's something that you're secretly bad at.
Exactly. I hate that.
Okay. Joseph, what was the last thing you lied about?
My great grandma passing away.
What the hell, dude?
Oh, so that was like recent then that you used that excuse.
Yes, but I love her down.
Oh, Lord.
She already passed?
All right, Isaiah. Oh, what'd you say?
Didn't she pass already?
Yeah, she's been gone for like 4 years, but I miss her so much.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay. Me, last thing I lied about, I told my dad that I was working and I was actually at a boat party.
Oh.
So Dad, listening to this, sorry.
The truth always comes out eventually.
It was my day off, and I didn't want to tell you it was my day off, so sorry about
Whoa!
That's fair. Okay, I have a feeling that I know the answer to this one, and I'm going to actually ask Isaiah this first.
Oh, Lord.
Who was the last person you ignored on purpose?
Joseph.
I knew it.
Today.
I knew it.
Joseph called me at like 5 o'clock, and I was snoring so peacefully, and I did not pick up. He
Called
called
him like 8 times.
He did.
Okay, Joseph, who was the last person that you ignored on purpose?
I'm gonna be so, like, this is gonna sound so fucked up. My best friend.
Really? What? Okay. Oh, am I not your best friend?
Ooh.
Not you.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I would never ignore Zay. Unless he's emailing me through my business email, then he gets ignored.
Oh. All right.
That's so fair.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Thank you, Melanie, for that lovely.
Yes, that is exactly what I needed, because it actually did help me think of another question.
Thank you. Shout out again to Melanie. She's doing great tonight. Thank you, Melanie.
Yes. Okay. Love love fast or trust slow?
Ooh,
Trust
Or
slow.
either.
love fast. You only live once. But trust.
That's love bombing.
Oh, that is? Never mind. I can't.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily. I mean, I think things can move fast without it being love bombing. I feel like love bombing has like a reason behind it, you know?
My uncle and
Yeah,
my.
but I feel like if you love someone too fast, that's kind of love bombing.
I got a buddy that met his wife in high school.
I don't know, because I guess I have a different take on this one, because I think,
Powered by Riverside
Oh
FM.
my God, that's going to be in
yeah,
my,
I
I'm going to
love
dream.
Riverside FM, and I just started loving Riverside FM so fast, you know? I,
It's just going to be in our brains,
I
bro.
know. I'm not going to stop
2
thinking
o'clock
about
in the morning.
Riverside FM.
I swear. Riverside, I'll do an audio recording for y'all if y'all want me to. Shout out to Riverside FM, our recording platform for this episode. Dead space. It's because it's dead space. That's why
They
she's doing
should make it for the rest of the episodes because then they could just take the suicide and all that and throw it in one.
it. Okay, guys. We
All
got
right, I'm
to.
going to ask an easy question now.
No, give us something difficult.
These are going to be like actual. Well, oh, I was going to
Give
do
us some
like.
spicy questions on the
Jo-
hot seat.
Joseph,
Okay,
when's the last
okay.
time you had sex, Joseph?
What?
Ooh, you did ask for spicy.
Okay, restate the question.
Ah.
Joseph, when's the last time you had sex?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. Where you take me?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you were. This is for exclusive members only. Exclusive question.
You're getting the real unfiltered here.
All right, somebody ask me something
Right.
crazy.
Okay. Crazy questions now. Joseph, be honest. Are you hard to love sometimes?
Yes, I'm 1,000%. And I can be a royal bitch when I'm on my period.
Oh, he's always on his feet too. All of this
All
is
right,
going
what
on
Powered
about
by
you,
Riverside
Isaiah?
FM.
Riverside FM. Thank you so much. Me,
All right, what about you, Isaiah?
can I be hard to love? Absolutely. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Very hard to love me. Thank you. All of our bloopers are these. So these are spicy questions.
It's so quiet. I wasn't sure if I was imagining it. Thank you. Okay, I'm not imagining it.
All of our
Thank you so much.
exclusive members, thank Melanie for the lovely experience she's giving y'all tonight.
To be fair, we
Right.
did say that we needed to think of like what our bloopers were gonna be.
So,
So Melanie, you're just helping us out here.
Oh, I just dropped my phone.
y'all, I hear a coyote.
Blooper.
I hear a coyote in the woods right now, and it's very close, and I'm finna shoot it. See, Melanie wants me to be safe.
I will be honest though, I do need to get to bed soon. So
All right,
Right. We got to wrap this
yeah, we have
up.
to wrap it
all right,
up
Mel.
soon, unfortunately.
We got to get this
This
ball.
is
We gotta lock
segment 3
in.
we're going into, and it is about time to end.
So, for all of our listeners, this is the last segment of the night. Rapid fire questions with Andie. Andie,
And I think we all have a one final message for the end of the night
we do.
before we end.
Biggest shout out to our girl Melanie in production. Thank you.
Our production manager.
Thank you so much. You're amazing.
It's provided lots and lots of laughs tonight.
And bloopers. So,
And bloopers.
if you're an exclusive member, check these out. And if not, become an exclusive member. It's only $8 on Apple Podcasts
And you
or
can
$79.99 a
laugh
month.
with us.
Please do. All right.
Hold on, she's sending me the last thing we gotta read for the night.
Okay. And in the meantime, Andie, rapid fire
Uh-oh.
questions
Okay.
for us, please.
Coffee or energy drinks?
Energy drinks, specifically the Monster Pacific Punch.
Ooh, no Monster for me, thank you.
What?
I'm a Red Bull girl. I'm a Red Bull.
Oh no, I like the white Red Bull.
Is this going in the bloopers?
It is now, thanks to yo
Oh.
jackass.
We can be like, oh, we just had a subscriber exclusive moment with you guys, with subscribers, and if you're not already joined, join.
I just said that.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to re-say it, dumbass.
Fucking Andie, this is the shit I'm talking about.
I will say this session went a lot smoother than Friday, other than technical problems.
You ain't never lied. I mean that. I do.
You what?
I ain't never lied. Heard that shit. Y'all, we had recorded an entire in-depth episode. And it
Oh my
was
god, it
scrapped.
was what, like 3 hours?
More than
Literally.
it was like 4.5.
Yeah, I think from start to finish, from like us getting on and like the icebreakers, I guess, to like the very end, it was like 4 hours of recording. And Isaiah,
Guilt.
Isaiah,
I fucked it up, guys. I did. I fucked it up bad.
it didn't record his part, any of it.
And I was saying some really hilarious stuff.
Friday was. We
Really
had a good
Well,
time.
I did get word from production. I'm gonna tease something for the exclusive members.
exclusive release.
It may be the season finale of the bloopers. You might just get that episode of the whole thing, unedited season finale bloopers. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
so they're gonna hear you and I just talking to nobody
Yup.
and just sitting in silence as we listen to his non-response?
Bullshit. You can't have the season finale bloopers without your boy. You know?
Well, they're thinking about it.
Hey, Melanie, please make sure that doesn't happen. Okay.
I feel like a lot of the jokes.
Aw.
Oh no, she said we are.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Literally. Hey, girl, I told y'all they was thinking about it. Y'all didn't want to believe me.
It's okay. I'm not hurt. Okay, but seriously, rapid fire questions. So,
Powered by Riverside FM.
powered by Riverside FM. Thank you, Melanie, for that. Thank you.
We are going into our all right, exclusive members. It is time to get back to regular scheduled programming. Let me tell you, it has been almost 3.5 hours. I am ready to hit the bed. I'm sure Zay is ready to hit the bed.
Ready to hit
And
that?
I'm pretty sure our production manager wants to hit the bed. So I'm gonna give it to Zay to hand it back to the regular episode programming.
And we're back to segment 3, guys. Thank you so much for being patient. We're gonna have Andie ask us some rapid fire questions. We're gonna answer truthfully and as quickly as possible. And towards the end, we might have some spicy questions in there somewhere. You just gotta listen and figure it out. Okay? So, Andie, I pass it to you for rapid fire questions.
All right, no thinking.
No
Quick
thinking.
questions. Coffee or energy drink?
Depends on the day.
On what?
If I have a bad day, coffee and a cigarette.
Fair enough.
Specifically, a Marlboro Ultra Light.
All right, Joseph.
I don't like neither one, so none.
So what's your source of caffeine?
He's high on
How
life.
do you survive?
I drink sweet tea with 9 pumps of sugar.
Oh, see, that was one thing I couldn't get with the South. I'm an unsweet tea kind of person.
But I do like some
Yeah.
unsweet tea sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
living
like-
in the South, it was just too sweet for me.
I promise you, any family function you go to in my family, you're gonna have some sweet tea or Kool-Aid. Is one of the two.
I'll take the Kool-Aid. All right. Favorite color?
Turquoise.
Ooh, good answer. Good answer. Joseph.
What'd you ask me? I'm sorry.
Favorite color?
Pink.
Nice. What kind? Is it like a specific shade?
Bright ass pink.
Like hot pink? Like Barbie
Bright
pink?
ass pink.
Bright ass pink.
Bright ass pink. Okay. What is your most impulsive purchase? Either of you.
Oh my god. 400-piece Snap-on toolbox that costs $15,000.
A Chanel purse that was $9,000.
It was valued at $15,000. I did not pay 15 grand for that toolbox.
Okay.
I don't even have
I
it.
paid $9,000 for that bag.
Do you use it at least?
No, I sold it.
I sold mine too.
Fair enough. Man, I can't say I've made any impulsive purchases that impulsive.
Well, I guess I
My
bought
Toyota Camry, yeah.
a pair of cowboy boots I couldn't wear in another state, and now they're digging into my heel.
Oh.
But I love them. They're really pretty boots. Shout out to Ariat.
All right,
Okay.
next question. Most embarrassing moment recently?
Oh my god, I tripped and ate shit the other day in a crowd of people.
Oh my god, so did I.
Tripped and ate shit.
I did it in front of a cop.
I fell in Cracker Barrel's kitchen.
You were in there. Oh.
She was doing
I
kitchen.
Were
work.
any of us seriously injured?
No, I just really hurt my ass.
Fair.
Poor Joseph.
I still have a scar. So mine happened like a couple weeks ago in front of a cop, and he just laughed at me. And then he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And now I have a big ass scar on my knee. Hurt like a bitch.
Mm.
All right, guys, I have the last two questions for you. And it's kind of the same question, but it's about each other. So, Joseph.
Okay.
What is one thing that you would ban Isaiah from saying?
I would say yelling my name.
Just like yelling at you?
Yeah.
That's funny. I have a feeling he does that a lot. Actually, I've witnessed it a lot. Never mind.
Oh!
Oh,
All right, Isaiah. What is something that you would ban Joseph from saying?
anything that rhymes with "eat my gush." That's something. I can't say that anymore.
All right, it's official. You guys are not allowed to say that anymore. And Isaiah, you're not allowed to scream Joseph's name anymore.
Okay. I will whisper it.
You'll whisper it angrily.
Joseph.
Oh my god.
There you go. That's perfect.
Literally perfect.
Oh, that's the worst.
I think that's all the
that's
questions I have for you guys.
I don't have any.
I just again want to thank our production team and my co-hosts and guests for the night for being very patient.
He's had a lot of trouble tonight, but I think, and yes, it has been such a long night. I think for all three of us on this panel, Zay, Andie, and me, it has been 3 hours raw footage, and I think it's time to wrap this up for tonight. But before I want to end tonight's episode, there's one last thing all of us want to say here at Banking Enterprises and Life Unfiltered Productions.
Please love your people while they're still here.
Life moves so fast, and sometimes we get so caught up in the stress of work, school, relationships, money, and just everything happening around us that we forget to slow down and appreciate the people that we love the most.
Tell people you care about them. Call your friends. Hug your family. Fix the argument. Send text messages. Be there for the people who have been there for you.
Because the truth is, tomorrow is never promised for any of us.
And sometimes the smallest conversations, the smallest moments, or even the smallest acts of kindness end up meaning the most in the long run.
So don't hold back love. Don't hold back support. Don't wait until it's too late to tell someone they matter to you and that you love them.
And if you're listening tonight and you're struggling mentally, emotionally, or just trying to survive life right now like we all are, please remember that your life matters too.
You are important. You are loved. And no matter how alone you may feel sometimes, somebody out there would miss you deeply.
We know life can get heavy. Trust us. We really do. Look at the world now.
But there is still a future for you beyond the pain you might be feeling right now.
So please keep going. Keep fighting for yourself. Keep believing that better days can still exist for you.
And remember, it is completely okay to ask for help if you need it. You never have to carry anything alone at any time.
And if you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, emotional distress, self-harm, or thoughts of suicide, support is available 24/7 by calling or texting the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
There are people who care about you, people who will listen, and people who genuinely want to help you.
And I do want to say one more thing personally.
Uh-oh.
As a lot of you know, I won't be here next episode while I focus on some personal and academic responsibilities.
But the chaos will still continue, right?
Of course, I'm definitely going to miss y'all, the conversation, the late night filming, the chaos, and honestly just being here with everybody.
And before anybody asks, no, I cannot replace Joseph. As much as I want to, I can't.
Nobody can replace me, actually.
That ego came out real fast.
But seriously, thank y'all for continuously supporting Life Unfiltered and everybody involved with this podcast. It genuinely means more than y'all probably realize. My production manager, my producers, my sound crew, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you so much.
And we also want to thank Andie so much for coming out tonight and surviving 3 hours and then some of absolute chaos with us. So, Andie, thank you so much for that.
I am exhausted, but it was so much fun. We had some really good laughs.
3 hours raw is actually insane compared to the other night on Friday when we had a lot of issues. I'm just glad it's over.
Well, at least this time we knew we were recording. So
That is true. That is true.
and at this point, it's exactly time to go the fuck to sleep. So everyone, thank you so much.
Y'all better take care of yourselves.
Take care of each other.
And love your people while they're still here.
We love you
We
all.
love you.
And see you next
See you in
episode.
the next episode.
Thank you so much, everyone.